Put your freaking RB where your mouth is.
In this special USA edition of Motive Garage presented by Sparesbox, we've got some last-minute upgrades for our GT-R before heading to PRP GT-R Festival USA. I've landed in Los Angeles because it's time to go get my R32 GT-R and get it ready for PRP GT-R Festival USA. Now, it came into the port of Long Beach and the guys from Top Rank Importers have organised to unload it. These guys have been working on that sort of stuff for years, so I trust them to unload my GT-R and Jun 2 and Andrew Hannison's R33. But here's the difference. I didn't think I was going to be doing any more mods on the car, but an opportunity has arisen. But before we go and get my GT-R, I had to get a tow vehicle / daily driver, and the Nissen Frontier Pro 4X is perfect for that. So a big thanks to Nissan North America on the press vehicle to use while I'm in Southern California. The easiest way to explain it is it's my Nissan Navara Pro 4X just turned up a little bit. This has a 3.8 litre V6, which has obviously a lot more power than what the turbo diesel does. It's got an updated interior, which is awesome. But this thing is the perfect vehicle for daily driving and then towing your GT-R on the weekends to events. Can't wait to try it out. But the first stop is we're heading to GReddy Performance Products because Kenji has a surprise for me. Let's go.
So, Kenji, I heard you found something I might like.
Yeah, I mean, you came out here, and I know you already have yours, car dialed in, but just wanted to show you to see if you'd be interested in something that I've been keeping for a very long time. Check this out.
I heard this might be one of my childhood dreams. There were two things I always wanted when I was 18 and I wish I owned a GT-R. You know what those two things were? A HKS T51R SPL and a GReddy Drag Intercooler. If this is the second, because it ain't the first, I might be ticking something off my bucket list right now.
Yeah. This is been sitting here for a very long time. And probably it could be the only one in existence.
In a box brand new.
In a box brand new.
Ooh.
Right? So the original manual. Might have to do some trimming. If you know what I mean.
Let her rip. Oh, look at that bad boy right there.
For the Trust HG series, so like high grade. So everything's polished, even the tubes are polished.
Now, we already had a 4-inch intercooler on the car. We knew we were starting to push the limits of basically any 4-inch intercooler that would be on this car was starting to reach the limit. And basically Kenji said, get your car over here, let's upgrade. And he found this out the back, and here's a bigger one. That's like the old 6-inch bad boy.
It's about 6.5.
You know you're going to get people trying to buy that off you now.
Twin inlet, so twin turbo.
Oh, so when I come back with twins, I can put that on.
Yeah, big twins.
Yeah.
And big wad of cash. That's my personal collection that I just had to have it. But, ever since I had this, I didn't have a GT-R. I have one now. I have a couple of them sitting here. So
that's going on a car eventually.
And with this GT-R Fest going on, we might have to prepare a competition.
All right.
We'll see.
So I get the 5-inch.
Sakamoto-san gonna be mad. You want it on here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's put this here.
All right. I want to hear this car run. Fire up.
Let's do it.
Heard it yet?
Chelsea, welcome to San Diego, and today I'm going to be re-wrapping Andrew's front bumper. I've been wrapping for about 4 years, and I learned from knowing nothing about vinyl and what you can actually do with it. Favorite part about it is the customization. The shop that I came from, we do fun, crazy prints on all kinds of things. So because we're working with such a busy print, the black isn't really gonna matter too much. Prep work is key. It's the best and most important thing about wrapping a car, especially for bumpers because they are in the front. So, and if anything that's close to the ground, you're gonna wanna make sure is really, really clean. That's why I wrap it up on a surface like what I have it on right now, so that it's not close to dirt or anything. So it's easier with this one because it's such a busy print and there's a lot going on in a lot of different directions. It helps because the print doesn't have to line up or match exactly because it all looks like it's going in different directions anyways. So that's the most easy part about this wrap and this print specifically. Bumpers are done and we tidied up the front grille because look at how cool this is.
With Pennzoil being the presenting sponsor of PRP GT-R Festival USA, as well as our usual oil supplier, Newlon, being Australia only, we decided to switch over to Pennzoil's 10W60 competition racing oil while we're here in the USA.
Du fourton derrière bombé, un lambi piqué, avocat et un ripoire collé. Chérie, c'est l'extase, une fois que j'aurai brassé ta cage, t'auras que mes courbés, les chocs de ma taille vont te débousseler. Blackjack les ventreurs, comme Solar, je piquerai ton cœur. Mon poids limite tes mouvements, victime du boa constructeur. Don Juan d'Haïti, c'est pas une fantaisie. Pour West légendaire de Legacy. Shit, tes sœurs me comparent au Messi, t'es ébloui par mes lignes. J'suis promoteur comme Don King, mes combats sur le lit. KO mes victimes, déhanché comme Bo Jackson. J'te chante pas la pomme, bébé, t'es malade, tu ton sérum. J'ai assez parlé, donne-moi donc tes coordonnées. Mon téléphone log saura bien te désarmer.
Te laisser ouvert, couvert ou ton salaire. J'accosse avec drapeau, chapeau. Diaspora, le bol d'or est fredonné, alors Jimmy est couronné. Mon tronçon.
Another upgrade that we will be doing to our GT-R in the USA is upgrading the axles. Although we've gone 860 on stock ones, that was with a 1.48 60-foot, and they're on borrowed time once you start going deep into the 1.4s. With a grippy, prepped track expected at PRP GT-R Festival USA, and the cost of stock shafts rapidly rising, we decided to upgrade them before they break and save the OEM ones for another GT-R project back home. The proven path to upgrade is the Drive Shaft Shop Level 5 axles, front and rear. The Pro Level rear axle kit features a direct fit outer CV made from a high-grade proprietary material, Porsche-style 108mm CVs on both ends, and they've been upgraded to use the DSS Signature 30 spline bars with billet 4340 cages. Aerospace quality torsional bars twist significantly more than the factory ones, allowing them to absorb a great deal of shock produced by high horsepower applications. The axle kit also includes precision billet adapter plates with hardware to mount to the factory differential stubs. We've seen these go deep into the sixes, so I'm sure we don't need to prove how well they work. So the last thing to do to get my GT-R ready for the streets of the USA is to actually get some street wheels and tyres. Now you're probably wondering what happened to the Buddy Club QF1s on the car. Well, quite simply, they weren't mine. My friend Bo from Tasmania, who's a CID customer, let me borrow them for a while because they did look fantastic. With the car coming here, I couldn't bring them over. Now I don't really want to drive around on 17s with drag radials because they have a lot of vibration at high speed when you're cruising, and obviously they're not good in the wet or the cold. And plus, I like taking corners in this GT-R, even though you've seen me drag race it a lot. So I need some tyres that can handle big power, handle some corners, handle street driving, work cold, work in the wet, and do everything. And that's a big ask. And I also wanted to get some lightweight racing wheels for the car that I can drive around on the street, and the optimum size for the GT-R is an 18 by 9.5. So let's take a look at what we got. I'm here at Top Rank. They've been storing the car. I've had these delivered. Let's check them out. So what I've got here is a TSW Imatra racing wheel. Now, these are Flowform technology wheels. The weight-wise, you're probably wondering, they weigh just on 20 pounds, and a T37 weighs a little over 19 pounds. So slightly over half a pound difference between them. And a car like this, that's going to be totally fine. In fact, that's a pretty good weight for these things. It's a split 5-spoke design, very similar to what's on the car already. So you probably won't notice the look changes much now between street and drag. I've gone for an 18 by 9.5 plus 25. I would have preferred 22, doesn't come in that, but that's close enough. And my other requirement was a set of tyres that can handle performance driving, big power, work cold, work hot, work in the rain, work in the dry, and do everything this car needs to be able to do. And Mickey from Throttle has worked with Falcon tyres for a very long time. I've worked with them before as well, quite a long time ago. So it's great to be back on a set of Falcons while in the US. And we've got the RT660. Now this is a 200 treadwear tyre, but as you know, the 200 treadwear class of tyre is very competitive at the moment, and that's due to restrictions in certain motorsport events that cap it at 200 treadwear. So that 200 treadwear area, most manufacturers have a pretty special tyre in that, and the 660, it's pretty good. I've seen a lot of good results from these tyres, so it will do exactly what we need, and that is put down the power, be great through the twisties, but still be able to daily drive the car as well, because a car like this, you can't go putting 300 or 400 treadwear tyres on this. It needs to be able to put some power down. So pretty keen to get them on, try it out. These are going on just in time for SEMA, and it's what I'll be driving around on, but obviously switch back to the Mickey Thompson drag radars when we're at the track on 17. So, yeah, I'm pretty keen to get these on. Let's go. So just took the car for a quick test drive to scrub in the new tyres, and once I had a heat cycle on these new Falcon RT660s are fantastic. They work cold, they work hot, it puts the power down. I went to Mexico to double check that 800 horsepower on wastegate pressure is perfectly drivable on these tyres. So very happy with their performance already after a quick drive. Looking forward to putting it through their paces a little bit more, but before we can do all that, we've got to conserve the car because it's going to SEMA. Very first time I've ever taken a car to SEMA. I am super excited about it. The guys at Top Rank have been storing the car, letting me work on the car here, getting it ready, helping source some things we needed as well. So it's going to leave from here to go to SEMA very shortly. You know what? Let's save that for our next episode before we then head to PRP GT-R Festival USA. Let's go.